leisurely way to spend a Saturday afternoon. Kick back and tune in to the NBA on 2K Sports. Here alongside Tim Legler and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson with Ali LaForce joining us courtside. Now that we're into the new year, how about a check on the Eastern Conference standings? You look at New York. At the midway point of the season, they're in 4th place in their respective conference. And, of course, the 76ers, a game and a half behind.
Well, for the Knicks, what's impressive is they've reached much of their potential this year. The big question, though, people are asking is, do they have what it takes to become a front runner?
Well, I think that extra gear is coming, especially as we get further down the stretch, when you're trying to build momentum for a playoff run.
Now, New York starting 5. OG Anunoby out there with Josh Hart. Then it's Mikal Bridges. Then there's Jalen Brunson. And it's Towns in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the 76ers... Maxey and Edgecombe man the backcourt. Then there's George. Then it's Joel Embiid. And it's Barlow in at the power forward position. Here's Towns. Tim, we're in the middle of a grueling NBA season. What's a challenge the fans might not realize?
Well, it's just that grind, B.A., mentally and physically. Trying to find enough rest, trying to stay energized between the years often is the biggest challenge.
Now here's Brunson. Inside. Takes one from 10 feet and off the front iron, and in it goes. Towns has gotten his 2nd bucket of the game.
And he is a force in the paint. Towns is such a huge presence inside for them.
Embiid from outside. And that's good. His 1st bucket of the game.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Brunson passes to Towns. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give them credit for finding a weakness there.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
Here's Barlow. Taking a look at his production, averaging just over 8 points a game. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Maxey. Towns with a rebound.
Well, he usually brings rain from there, but not this time.
Hart passes to Bridges. No good on the 3.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
And a bit of a battle for the ball, and the officials signal a jump ball here. And Philadelphia has possession. Pass to Embiid. Embiid drawing the double team. Clock at 6. For 3, George. And that's good. His 1st bucket of the game.
Well, the numbers don't lie. Paul George has been one of the most accurate three-point shooters of his generation.
All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Thanks, guys. Well, head coach Mike Brown taking over this season for New York. He's well aware of the pressure to win a championship with the Knicks fresh off an Eastern Conference Finals run. But he said this is the kind of pressure you want as a coach, having a chance to win big. And he's excited for the challenge.
You got to respect that mindset. All right, Shams, thanks very much. For New York, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Here's Hart, and Hart throws it down.
What he might lack in height at the 4 spot, he makes up for it with his burst.
The 76ers have gone 2 for 5 here in the 1st. Here's Embiid. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
From point-blank range, you won't see Embiid miss many.
All right, let's check in with Ali LaForce.
I was able to catch up with Nick Nurse. We talked about the matchup issues that Karl-Anthony Towns creates for defenses. Coach said the combination of size and skill make Cat a tough cover. If you put a center on him, he can beat them with his quickness or his perimeter game. And if you put a wing on him, he can overpower them in the post. Guys, back to you.
As always, Ali, we thank you. And New York has possession. The Sixers getting their last shot to go. Bridges passes to Brunson. Going inside. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Now you see Brunson with that quick dribble. I mean, that is a nice play.
Pass to Barlow. Back to Maxey. Over Brunson. Again, Philadelphia.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
And so it's Brunson who brings up the ball for the New York Knicks. Trailing by 2. They want to keep rolling here following the win against Brooklyn.
And I think they were prepared to face pressure D, but that never materialized, so they took advantage.
This has been that rare night where they got pretty much anything they wanted offensively.
Now here's Bridges. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Hart from long range hits a three-pointer.
Well, those are the ones you're happy to get every trip down the floor if you can.
George outside. Maxey against Brunson. Here's the 3. And it's Maxey missing.
Nothing going his way this quarter offensively. Time to recalibrate.
Towns against Embiid. Towns can't get it to go. Philadelphia's gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Pass to Maxey. Gets it to go. His second make in 6 tries.
Ooh, a high motor in close to the rim. Maxey finding a window and converting.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Some changes for Philadelphia. Bonus checked in for Joel Embiid. Watford comes in for Paul George. And McCain subbed in for Maxey. New York also changing it up. Robinson, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Clarkson comes in for Hart. And it's McBride in for Brunson. New York trailing. Now Bridges. An 11-point game for him in the win against Brooklyn. On the wing, Clarkson. 5 on the clock. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
You got to bring more fire than that to stop Clarkson. He's a pro at fending off tight defense.
And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
This game has been like a seesaw. Both teams going back and forth at one another.
We see this in the NBA all the time. It is very difficult to keep a lead in this league.
Here's Bona. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Well, to stop him, you have to get better rim protection than that.
Tim, we've seen the offensive game of Quentin Grimes go through the roof.
Yeah, B.A., he is playing with major confidence right now. In high school and college, he was a lead guard, and that comfortability with the ball is evident.
And he gets that one.
Good maneuver to get inside. Clarkson is sneaky.
The Sixers leading. Picked by Oubre. The 3 is up. The Knicks with the rebound. And this is their first time matched up with Philadelphia this year.
Last year shows that having the better overall record doesn't mean you're going to dominate the lesser opponent.
And for the Sixers, the growth of Tyrese Maxey has meant everything, Grant.
Oh my, his growth both with his play, but also with his leadership has meant a lot. And he has such a joyful energy that really helps pull this team together.
First free throw is good. And really, the heartbeat of this Knicks team is Jalen Brunson, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., the lifeblood, both on the court and his willingness to take less on his contract, giving them the leeway to enhance their talent.
Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Edwards comes in for Watford. New York also changing it up. Towns, he's checked in for Anunoby. And it's Shamet in for Mikal Bridges.
Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one.
McCain's shot is off. New York has gone 1 of 4 from deep. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Clarkson, left side. Grimes with a defensive effort. Here's Oubre. And that one's good. And the 76ers lead by 1. Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. The Sixers on top, leading by 1. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the 76ers.
Well, hey, guys, I mean, can we talk about how unselfish they've been? Just racking up the assist numbers, moving it around with great precision.
And you can't overlook what they've done in the paint as well. A huge part of their success in this one.
So here are the 5 for New York as they start the second. Jordan Clarkson is out there with Miles McBride. Then there's Mitchell Robinson. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Shamet in at the 3, the small forward. Clarkson for 3. Pure from three-point range. Clarkson's got 7 points in the game.
The three-point shot of Clarkson runs hot and cold. But, boy, when it's on, Jordan's so difficult to stop.
And the Knicks shooting 56% today. Pass to Shamet. Fires for 3. And the Knicks another 3.
And we think of Clarkson often as a scorer, but there, making the unselfish pass, just great work.
Oubre passes to Embiid. And out of bounds. The Knicks will take it. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Philadelphia 76ers. On Monday, they'll be playing against LaMelo Ball and the Charlotte Hornets. And then on Tuesday, they'll take on Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks.
This is a cushy slate coming up. They'll be facing a lot of beatable teams at home. It doesn't get any easier than that in this league.
From downtown, and the basket by Shamet. And now it's a 6-point New York lead.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Pass to Embiid. Back to McCain. Can they get it? Good. And the assist to Embiid.
And one way to cancel that out, hit a 3 of your own. McCain understood the moment. That's great competitiveness.
On the wing, Clarkson. 7 points in the game. From behind the arc. Can't hit that one. 76ers trail by 3. Outside McCain. Outside Oubre. Philadelphia moving it around. Robinson against Embiid. Embiid doing his thing inside.
Yeah, getting aggressive in the paint. Look at Joel putting his size to work.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And Grant, when talking about certain players, we hear expressions like, he does the little things, or he does the dirty work. What does all that mean exactly?
You know, it's about what doesn't show up in the box score. Setting good screens, winning those 50-50 balls, hustling back on defense. Often, it's just as important as putting up those points.
Looking at who's out there now for Philadelphia. Walker comes in for Edwards. And it's Tyrese Maxey in for McCain. Outside Brunson. Outside Robinson. Bridges outside. Launches it. Walker pulls down the board.
Yeah, so many times we will see shooters of any caliber miss that wide open 3.
Embiid, a screen on Brunson. And here's Maxey outside. And Anunoby pulls it down.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Pass to Brunson. Over Maxey. He's looking good. 2 buckets and 3 attempts. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thank you so much. Mikal Bridges is very comfortable with his mid-range and in-between game. He said when it comes to the basketball court, it's not just the rims and the threes. You have the rest of the court, too. Now, not everyone is effective with those middle-distance shots, but Mikal always has been. Back to you.
He can knock him down. Thanks a lot, Allie. Here's Brunson. After the Sixers picked up a basket a moment ago. He can't hit that time. And so it's Embiid with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. They trail by 1. All right, Grant, can you talk about what Jalen Brunson has brought to the Knicks?
You know, B.A., he's made them relevant again. New York can be a demanding place to play with the expectations and the media. But he's taken the bull by the horns and had immediate success.
Now here's Brunson. He's a tough guy to check, averaging almost 28 points a game. Brunson gets it done.
Brunson doesn't fear going in amongst the trees. Remarkable poise there inside.
Outside Maxey. Embiid passes to Walker. And they're going to count that bucket. And they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for New York.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
And they've been very aggressive, attacking gaps off the dribble, getting to the rim and showing a lot of aggressiveness with a live dribble.
Well, Grant, if you had to say, is there anything you think is underrated about Embiid?
You know, B.A., I think it's his intelligence. Joel's a heady player. Sometimes big men don't get enough credit for their smarts on the court. Embiid knows the game.
Pass to Edgecombe. George for 3. Connects from downtown. George has got 6.
And that's why Paul George is such a talented scorer. He can even do it off the catch.
To the middle. Here's Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson. Well, it's certainly been a roller coaster ride.
You do me one, I'll do you one better. It feels like we have a lead change every few possessions.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And Philadelphia making a change here. Barlow's checked in. All right, a chance to check out stats for Tyrese Maxey.
And all of a sudden, his three ball has left him. It's been a rough stretch for him the past 5 games. His percentage from downtown isn't near what it once was, but he's not going to give up. He'll try to get it going here today.
Philadelphia has gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter. Grimes, the pass to George. Over Hart. George, no good. The Knicks have gotten 7 of 10 attempts to drop in the second quarter. Bridges outside. From deep three-point land. Rebound by Philadelphia. This game following their win against the Rockets.
They really had a strong night shooting the basketball. They got hot and stayed hot.
Well, I just thought they had the tempo exactly where they wanted it. To me, that was the difference in the game.
And it's the Knicks with the ball. The Sixers getting their last shot to go. Brunson against Maxey. Shot clock at 6. From the line. Brunson misses. The Sixers leading. Outside Maxey. Pass to Edgecombe. Back to Maxey. Over to the wing. Shoots from the elbow. Not enough on that one as it misses. New York has gone 3 of 6 from outside in the second quarter. Anunoby passes to Robinson. Outside Hart. Anunoby for 3. Barlow grabs a miss. Well, the 76ers shooting about 58% so far in the second. George finds Maxey, puts up a 3. That shot missing.
And they've been able to maintain this lead despite his inconsistency from the field.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. That one goes. Count it. Brunson's got 10 points in the game.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Nice shot by George.
Yeah, Paul George just has absolutely perfect shooting mechanics.
Floats one up. And so it's tied as we head to halftime. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Hey, everybody. The story of the first half, Joel Embiid asserting his dominance.
He took a lot of good shots in the first half, also made some contested shots, playing with great confidence.
You know what? A couple of times, you could just see defenders hang their heads, man.
Now let's take a moment here for a look at the upcoming schedule.
And for that matchup with the Hornets, they've had the better season, but this game feels close.
More than a few analysts have predicted an upset here. I'm going the other way. I think they take care of business. Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. You look at Jalen Brunson in this game, he's been everywhere.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
And that will be the biggest adjustment. They have to force the ball out of his hands, but that's a difficult challenge.
Maxey and Edgecombe man the backcourt. Then there's Paul George. Then it's Joel Embiid. And it's Barlow in at the 4. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Now here's Maxey. Yes, and it's Embiid picking up the assist. 9 points in the game.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Here's Brunson outside. Rebound by Philadelphia.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
And Tim, after a rough season, the Sixers with some lottery luck last May.
Yeah, there was a good chance their draft pick would convey to OKC if it didn't stay in the bottom 6. Instead, they moved up to 3rd, and they were able to draft VJ Edgecombe, who could be a difference maker.
Here's Brunson. After the Sixers picked up a basket a moment ago. 6 to shoot. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
And I like it. I mean, using the strong frame, Brunson pushes through the foul and sinks the shot.
New York shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game. Brunson, no good on the free throw. And obviously, we know so many kids dream of being a professional athlete. But when did that become a real goal of yours, Legs?
Well, B.A., honestly, about the age of 8, I thought I was headed for the major leagues. That all changed with a 7-inch growth spurt in one school year. Decided to try basketball for the first time, and man, am I glad I did. And that's the thing about Maxey. He is wiry strong. You see him there, absorb the contact, stay on balance, and finish.
Now here's Anunoby. No points yet. Left side, Brunson. The floater. The shot off that time. Some solid defense from Maxey. Embiid passes to Maxey. Back to Embiid. Oh, Embiid packs it down.
You saw the full power of Joel Embiid on display right there. No one was getting in his way.
Back to Brunson. Kicks it out, Towns. The three is up. The rebound by Maxey.
That's a cold start out of the break. Only one of his first four has he gotten to go.
Barlow with the bucket.
Everything is dropping for them. Just a terrific third period run.
Well, whatever they talked about at halftime, it's working now.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Grimes, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Knicks trail by 9. Outside Anunoby. Pass to Towns from deep. Towns making that shot look routine.
Taking his shot, and Towns doesn't think, he just acts.
George outside. Philadelphia moving it around. Let's go with a three. They get it back. Second chance shot. And Embiid with the lay-in. Embiid's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Well, you see this all too often. The effort has to be there first.
Tim, these recent injuries robbing Embiid of prime years. 7 straight All-Star appearances up to 2025.
Yeah, B.A., for a player his size that moves as quickly as he does, it seems like it put a tremendous amount of strain on those lower extremities. It's a common theme in this league.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. The Sixers, they want to get over the top. Joel Embiid said, I've accomplished everything individually, but there's one thing missing, which is to win a championship. We have to do whatever it takes to make sure that in the postseason I'm healthy and as dominant as I've ever been. Guys?
His health is key. Allie, we appreciate the report. Knicks trail by 6. Outside Anunoby. Towns on a screen. Three-pointer, Bridges hits the trifecta.
And year after year, Bridges continues to expand his range.
The 76ers have gotten 6 of 8 shots to go and looking good since the break. Pass to Embiid. Oh, he remains perfect. 7 for 7, showing no signs of letting up.
And a big reason they have this lead is the way he's shooting the ball.
Here's Towns. Now Brunson, the three. Oh, Brunson nails it from deep.
And, man, you got to appreciate how efficient Brunson is. I mean, he takes and makes high percentage shots.
Maxey passes to Embiid. And he banks in the layup. Embiid's got 8 points in the quarter.
He has yet to miss a single shot. What a night he's having.
Towns on a screen for 3. Bridges. Joel Embiid with the board. Embiid's got his 8th rebound here tonight. And here's Maxey outside. The rebound by Bridges.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Brunson finds Anunoby. Outside Hart. Now here's Brunson. The 3. The rebound by Embiid. Embiid's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Pass to Grimes. From the arc. And it's rebounded by Karl-Anthony Towns. And Towns has got the ball here for the Knicks. And after this one, they're at home against Sacramento. And that's a one-game homestand for the club. Drills it from deep. Bridges has got 6.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. And since the turn of the century, die-hard Knicks fans had dealt with some lean years, Grant, until recently.
No doubt, BA, and they're happy to see meaningful games. The arrival of Jalen Brunson just changed things, and they've gone all in to surround him with talent.
So New York ends up going with a whole new group. Outside Oubre. There's the screen. Here's McCain. That three's off the mark. And here are the Knicks. They're on a 14-6 run. Yabusele outside. Pass to Clarkson for the lead. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Robinson. And with some time here, let's see which teams have been terrors in transition over the last month of play. Second, the 76ers.
They've done a great job using their defense to create for them on offense. Turn it over against this team, and you're going to be in trouble.
Philadelphia's gone just 1 of 5 from three-point range here in the third quarter. Down low. Here's Oubre. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Yeah, not only does he create the space he needs, but then he attacks downhill.
Now here's Clarkson. 7 points in the game. Right side Edwards. Pass to Oubre. Lets it go from deep. And it's New York with a rebound.
Yeah, just hold for the last shot. Don't give them another possession at all.
Clock management is everything right here. Time and score are paramount.
Back to McCain. Shoots over Robinson. And that's not gonna go. Misses at the buzzer. Joel Embiid, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the 76ers. Between his scoring and rebounding, an excellent period. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
Yeah, so impressive for a big guy to make a find like a guard.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. So on the floor for New York, Miles McBride is out there with Jordan Clarkson. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns, and then it's Landry Shamet, and it's Robinson in at the 5 spot.
Yeah, strong flush from Towns. I like whenever he plays.
Oh, wow!
Oh, man, he got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. Now here's McBride. Outside Robinson to the paint. Here's Towns. Towns doing some work on the interior.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
And that confidence has carried over to tonight. He is playing great basketball.
Left side McCain. 6 on the shot clock. Edwards, the pass to Grimes. Lets it go from the wing. And it's New York with a rebound.
It's been a quiet game for him to this point on the offensive end, but the team has still played well enough to hold the lead.
Clarkson for 3. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Pass to McCain. Out to the wing. Embiid with it. From about 19. And it's New York with a rebound. Towns has got 4 rebounds now. To the inside. And a big finish by Robinson. This is the very definition of a back-and-forth contest.
Yes, neither side taking its foot off the gas. I'm expecting a spectacular finish.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. Tyrese Maxey's checked in for Edwards. And a switch here also for New York. Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for Shamet. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to find out what Nick Nurse was discussing with his players. He told the guys to stay after it inside. He said our play inside is terrific right now. He said don't lose any of that intensity. Stay strong down there. It's always nice to hear a coach enjoying his team's play. Back to you.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Now here's McCain. Outside Maxey. Takes a 3. It's hauled in by Robinson. Robinson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Brunson outside. Rebound by Philadelphia. Embiid's got 11 rebounds in the game. Maxey with it, and it's Brunson picking him up. And Maxey the bucket on the assist by Oubre.
And he was non-existent from 3 in the first half. Now he's changing the narrative.
And he lobs it up to the rim. And a big finish by Robinson.
A great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected. Embiid, a screen on Brunson. Brunson against Maxey. And he drains it, making him 7 for 15 for the day.
He's a new man this half, playing with much better intensity and getting results.
Towns outside. There's the 3. Yes. And a nice assist from Brunson. Brunson's got 4 assists in the game.
Oh, the big man is smooth from range. Have to put a man on Towns, that's for sure.
Now here's Embiid. Gets the bucket and the foul. It's going to go on Mitchell Robinson.
This is when your interior D has to be on high alert.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for Philadelphia.
Well, the coaching staff has to love what they're seeing on offense. There's so many assists because how this team is moving the ball.
Well, they've really been aggressive in the painted area. When that ball goes inside, they are attacking.
They're one of the most well-rounded players in the game. Embiid is also a top-notch trash talker, too. I mean, he knows how to get under the skin of his opponents.
Now here's Brunson. Leaning into the contact. Brunson with the finish inside.
Smart play call to get him something at the rim.
He is in attack mode every time up the floor, every single night.
Up top, Embiid. Covered by Towns. Embiid against Towns. And yep, it's good. Embiid's got 5 points now this quarter.
He's been so effective down the stretch, capitalizing on all his opportunities.
Brunson passes to Towns. Pass to Hart. Takes the 3. Maxey pulls it down.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
Takes it inside. Using the glass to lay it in.
And you see the maturation of Tyrese Maxey. These big moments don't faze him at all.
Here's Anunoby. Now Hart. Now Brunson from downtown. George is there for the rebound.
I understand why he took the shot. They need the points, but that's just not a good look.
Now Embiid. It's Embiid going to work inside.
Well, sometimes Embiid makes it look so easy to outwork a defense inside.
Now Towns. The cat can leap. Towns with the big finish on the lob.
And in the big moments, Towns ups the ante, which allows him to knock down the important shots.
Outside Embiid. Off on the layup.
Ooh, old school right there. No easy buckets.
Towns outside. Now Hart. Towns a screen on George. Hart fires. Money from three.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line.
Out of bounds, it'll be Knicks ball.
Just horrible timing for this team. That mistake could spell disaster.
New York has gone 2 of 6 so far in the fourth. Brunson outside Anunoby. Here's Towns. Outside Bridges. Clock at 6. Screen by Hart to take the lead. Cleared away by Embiid. And so it's Embiid with it. He brings it up for the 76ers. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Goes to the glass with that one.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
What a huge shot at this point in the game.
And we'll have a timeout called by Mike Brown. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. Here's Brunson. Puts it up from 12. Embiid there for the rebound. So it's Philadelphia now. It's a three-point game. Oh, can't hit the jumper.
And there's only one option. They need a triple.
Yeah, to tie it up, absolutely. Let's see what they run here.
Bridges misses the three. And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. He drops the first one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Taking care of business at the line, leaving this one out of reach.
Now a timeout called by New York. 11 seconds left in the final quarter. Given the situation here, what sort of strategy needs to be top of mind?
Score quick, then foul. Then you have to hope for some missed free throws.
Well, at this point, everything has to go your way to extend this game.
Now Bridges jacks up a three. Hard outside for three. Not that time. And so it's Philadelphia with the W. I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout victory, but a win's a win.
And so true, but you have to credit the crowd for giving them such a big boost toward the end. It really kept this team's energy high.
Let's send it courtside and check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Thanks so much. Paul, you dialed up the defense in this one. What were some of those adjustments?
Well, we're starting to pressure up. We're starting to use our hands. A team like that, you can't let them be comfortable. And we're doing a great job of just, taking away their airspace.
Well, the discomfort showed and led to a win for you guys. Congrats on the win.
All right, Allie, thanks. Great stuff there. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. With Tim Legler, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. As always, we appreciate you tuning in tonight. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Joel Embiid.